People come in and out of our lives all the time, and for Kate, this happened every day. The coffee shop. There he was again, going into the coffee shop. I owned the yarn shop across the street, and I saw him every day at the same time. I'm going to assume he ordered the same coffee every day as well, or maybe it was chai tea or a cold beverage. I wonder where he goes after he leaves the coffee shop. Maybe he's a big executive in a major important company, or maybe he was a doctor. Well, maybe not. Dressed very nice, but too casual for those positions. There he goes, walking down the street. I hid behind the blinds. Then he disappeared around the corner. Mickey came up behind me. Why don't you just go and get a cup of coffee? Go and say hello. Are you kidding me? Kate answered, not looking away from the window. I couldn't. Mickey said, Why not, Kate? Of course you can. You've watched him every day for months. I bet you know how many times he's worn that shirt. Oh, please, Kate said. Only twice. The blue t-shirt is one of my favorites. He's worn that one at least 5 times or more. It must be his favorite, too. Really, Mickey said. Well, in that case, you just have to meet him. What would it hurt to just say hello? You can just about set a clock to him, so you can plan to be at the coffee shop just before he arrives. It seems so sneaky, Kate said. Mickey laughed. You are too good, Kate. He is adorable. How much longer are you going to spend your nights at home alone? Kate sighed. I know, and he is so darn cute. I am sure he has someone in his life. Well, you won't know until you try now, will you? Mickey scolded. What if he's married? Kate was discouraged. Kate peered out the window and dreamt about this mysterious man who was now out of view. Every day he crosses the street in front of the store and then comes back and disappears around the corner. Look, I will come with you to the coffee shop. All you have to do is close the store for 10 minutes. Let's just go and have a cup of coffee. Tomorrow, okay? Mickey asked the question, already having a plan in place. I don't know, Mickey. Kate was feeling too nervous to agree. I'm not sure it's a good idea. Mickey assured her. It would only be for a few minutes. Chances are that you will hit it off right away, and I will leave the two of you alone to live happily ever after and go reopen the store. Kate smiled. You should produce your own movies. You have the screenplay already written. They both laughed together. Mickey said, It will be perfect. You'll see. It's time to meet Baby Blue Eyes. Kate tossed and turned all night and paced the floors in between. She looked in the mirror and scolded herself. How are you going to meet him if you look like you haven't slept in days? What am I so afraid of? Mickey was right, and she knew me too well. I will never meet him if I don't try now. Oh, what should I wear? I don't want to look very dressed up. It was a little cool out. Maybe the poncho I knitted, over a tank top and blue jeans, and heels. Yes, that would be perfect. Kate got back into bed. Oh, she looked up. Please help me sleep. Then she tried to get in her comfy position. There, she thought, hugging her pillow, trying to feel completely relaxed. All comfortable, and my outfit is picked out. Kate closed her eyes and went to sleep. Kate's alarm went off, and she jumped from her sleep. All right, she thought. I slept better than I could have hoped for. Her nervousness started again. She showered and got dressed. Kate brushed her long brown hair and went downstairs. Kate lived above the store in a quaint studio apartment. She was in her early 30s and had inherited the building from her dad when he passed away. He owned a hardware store, which was now Kate's knitting store. She opened the store about 5 years ago as soon as she finished college. She inherited her love for knitting from her grandmother, Andy. And while in college, she also took lessons to learn detailed knitting to become a master knitter. I can do this, she thought. It's just a chance meeting. He wouldn't know I've been watching him for months. Kate went downstairs to the knitting store as she always did and opened up. She unlocked the door, and Mickey walked in right behind her. Morning, girl. Are you ready to meet Prince Charming? Oh, please, Nicky. I'm so nervous. Look at my hands. They are shaking and my knees keep knocking together. Mickey hugged Kate and said, Don't be nervous. He could have a squeaky voice. Heck, we just don't know. Mickey was trying to calm Kate down. Kate hugged Mickey back. Thanks for the help, Mickey. Kate and Mickey met at a yarn store about 2 years ago. Mickey was a little rough around the edges, but she loved to knit, and they immediately hit it off. Mickey took Kate for her first tattoo. It is a picture of a skein of yarn with 2 screwdrivers through it. It was on her back, just below her neck. The screwdrivers were for the memory of her father, but they looked like knitting needles. Mickey needed a job and Kate needed help, so she hired her on the spot, and now they had become like sisters. "Okay, girl, no more stalling. Blue Eyes should be coming around the corner any minute. Get ready." Mickey was also feeling a little nervous. Something she didn't usually let happen, and she didn't let Kate see her nervousness. Kate looked out the window. "There he is. Okay, get going. You look great. Just relax," Mickey reassured Kate. Kate left the knitting shop and walked across the street. She got in line and was standing behind the mysterious man she had watched for months. Trying to keep her knees from knocking, Kate took a solid stance. The man turned around and said hello. "Hi," Kate said, trying to smile without quivering. "I can't believe how nervous I am," she thought. He said, "There's always a line at this time. Have you ever been in here before?" "I come in here every day on my way to work, and I don't remember seeing you here." "I've been in here a few times," Kate replied. "I work across the street." "Oh, really? Only a few times? I would think you would come more often." He was trying to keep the conversation going. "Well, I live above the store, so I make my own coffee most of the time. I like to come for coffee on special occasions." Kate started to ramble. "Kate, really?" she thought. "Special occasion?" The gentleman replied, "Oh, what's the special occasion today?" Kate felt her adrenaline rise. "Now you've done it, Kate. What is your special occasion?" Kate answered. She was quick on her feet, surprising herself. It's National Craft Month." And it really was. "I know it is in the middle of the month," she continued, "but it's a beautiful day, so I decided it would be a good day to treat myself to someone else making my coffee." "Oh, into crafts?" He looked out the window. "A yarn store, I see." He was also trying to be quick on his feet. "I am a writer for a local newspaper. I work about a block from here." "Wow, how exciting," Kate reacted. "No, not really. I don't think anyone reads it." Kate felt a little more relaxed. "What is it called?" "It's called the Lifestyle Gazette." "Oh, really? I have an ad for my store in that paper." "Wow, small world," he said. "Hey, would you be able to sit a few minutes and have some coffee with me?" Kate said, "Sure." They both ordered their coffee, and he paid for them. Kate said, "Oh, no, I couldn't let you do that. I can buy my own coffee." The gentleman insisted. Kate couldn't help but notice how really blue his eyes were. "I'm Christian, by the way." "Hi, Christian. Kate. I'm Kate." They shook hands. Kate's nervousness came back. They sat down. Kate and Christian talked for a couple of hours. They got along well and realized they had a lot in common. Then Kate looked at her watch. "Oh, my goodness, look at the time. It was 2 hours later." Kate whispered, "The store. Mickey." "Mickey?" Christian asked. "Yes, she is my employee. Well, my friend first. She has been running the store for me while I went for coffee." Christian suddenly felt bad. "Oh, gee, I've kept you from your work. I'm so sorry." "No, it's okay, really. Mickey can handle it. Would you like to meet her and come see my store?" Christian said, "I have a meeting with my editor. I'm sorry. I really need to go." "Idiot," Kate thought to herself. "Now look what you've done. You pushed him too far and scared him off." They walked toward the door, and they said their goodbyes. Kate waited across the street as Christian walked down the sidewalk on his usual route. Christian didn't ask Kate out, so she figured she'd never see him again, and he probably would stop going to the coffee shop every day. "You really blew it, Kate," she scolded herself. Just then Christian turned around and yelled over to Kate. "Hey, Kate," he asked, "would you like to go out to dinner tomorrow night?" Kate turned around. She could hardly hold back her excitement. She tried to respond calmly, trying not to look as if she'd been waiting for that moment her entire life. "Yes, that would be nice," Kate smiled. "Okay, I will pick you up at the store then?" Christian asked. "Yes, that would be fine. I will see you tomorrow." Kate turned back toward the street, crossed it, and went back to the store. She could hardly keep the excitement she felt under control. "Mickey!" Kate yelled as she walked into the store. 3 customers turned to look at Kate. "Easy, girl." Mickey tried to calm her down. "It must have been a good time. You were in there for hours. Did you forget you have a business to run?" "I think I see a raise in my future." They both laughed. Kate told Mickey all about her and Christian's time at the coffee shop. 3 days later. "Maybe something happened to him," Kate said. "It just doesn't make sense, Mickey." Christian never showed up to pick Kate up for dinner. Kate didn't even know his last name. She did think about reaching out to him at the newspaper he worked for. Christian hadn't been to the coffee shop since that day they had coffee together. Looking out the window of her store, Kate spoke. What could have happened to him? She turned around to look at Mickey, hoping for an answer.